Hey, welcome back to What's Burning here on Link TV. Education, it is so very important in this day and age. And, we really want to do what we can here on the local level to make sure that teachers and teachers-to-be understand and realize that Columbia College Lake Campus is a perfect place for you to get started, to continue your degree, and maybe you're looking at getting your master's. So many teachers do. They've got great programs for you. Danielle King is with us. She is the Assistant Director of Columbia College. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Glad to have you with us because I know, man, oh man, we're seeing such a decline as far as educators are concerned. A lot has happened in the last couple of years. Teachers are walking away from their jobs left and right. They're retiring, they're resigning, what have you, and it has left a huge gap as far as teachers. And I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, I had all kinds of favorite teachers, My fourth grade teacher, Mrs. Deck, my social studies teacher, Mr. Dorr, just a ton of them that I remember that were so influential in my life. And, when you look back on your education, you think, gee whiz, what did I learn? Well, I learned a lot, and I had a lot of cool people teaching me along the way. And so for those of you that are out there that are considering getting involved in education, or as I said, continuing your teaching degree or getting your master's, talk to us about some of the things that Columbia College offers, Danielle.
Yeah, well, we really have a lot of programs to fit students wherever they are at in their life. So if you're a first-time college student, just graduated high school, we can get you started. If you are already a paraprofessional, you've already had experience in the classroom, and you're looking to advance your career, we can help you there. And yeah, if you're already teaching and looking at upping your credentials and getting a Master of Arts in Teaching or a Master's in Education, we have those programs available too.
So often, people don't understand that educators come along, not, just getting out of high school, going to college, but maybe you've already done something. Maybe you've been an accountant. Maybe you've done something else that would really help you and enhance your teaching, experience. But you need to get a little bit more done as far as all of the various things that they require for teachers' degrees and things like that to have. So somebody who's fresh out of high school going into college, sure, that's a great thing. But if you're older, if you're looking for something as far as a new avenue, a new experience, teaching is a great way to make that happen.
Absolutely, and we have a lot of students that do that have maybe degrees in completely other fields like accounting, and they've decided, I want to change my career and I want to be an educator. So yeah, we have what we call our post-baccalaureate program. So even students that already have degrees can come back and get certified to be a teacher. We offer certifications in a variety of areas too. So you're not just limited to certain ones. We offer elementary, which is grades 1 through 6. We have middle school and high school. This fall, we're also going to do early childhood, which is birth through grade 3. And then we also have special education. So there's a lot of avenues that you can look at, even just within being a teacher.
I would say that, being an educator is something that a lot of people want to do because they like kids. Or, you can get into it on the early childhood level, elementary, middle school, secondary, special education, which I knew somebody who was in special education. And it's very rewarding being able to work with kids that maybe have some learning disabilities, but you're able to pull all that together and help them, and again, get them out there in the world working, doing whatever is necessary. But Columbia College pretty much covers all the bases when it comes to the teaching degree, including the master's, which I know that's a big one for a lot of people.
Yeah, and especially educators that once they begin teaching, they're, again, looking to move on further. So the master's degrees are available both virtually and online. So that's what's really great about our program is that we have the 8-week sessions available. So you have the flexibility to really start and stop when it fits your schedule. But yeah, those virtual classes are all in the evening. So you're not having to sacrifice time in the classroom. And most of them are 1 night a week. So if you do 1 class at a time, you're making a 1-night commitment for 8 weeks until that next session. So yeah, you've really got a lot of opportunity to work with what you're already doing, so you don't have to make any sacrifices to advance yourself.
How does the transfer of credits work? If you've maybe taken some classes over the years, but you had to step away for one reason or another, and you want to come back and finish things up, Do the credits that you have already earned, do those count towards what you're doing now, or how does that whole thing play out?
Absolutely. That is kind of my specialty. This is one of my passions. So that's what I do when students come in and they're just interested in where do I begin. Here's my credits. And yeah, we go through your transcript and look at everything you've taken to try to get you as much transfer credit as possible, because that's my goal, is I want to get you in that classroom in front of those students as quickly as possible. So, absolutely.
You know, in a large part of the students that have learned here, gone to Columbia College Lake Campus locally, are within our community. I mean, you know, there's a lot of teachers, School of the Osage, I'm sure, Camdenton, Eldon, all over the place that, you know, they get their degree and they get their feet wet right away.
Absolutely. So yeah, with the program, what you will do is you will do something called field experience, where you're going to spend time observing, and of course, as you advance through the program, you start teaching lessons to students. And almost all of our students that go through our program get hired at the school they're doing those placements. So as a matter of fact, my son at Osage, one of his teachers is one of my graduates.
Wow.
I was her advisor, so it's good to see her again. I know we've got students in Camdenton, yes, Max Creek, Iberia, Crocker, Eldon. So yeah, these teachers, a lot of times they went to these high schools, they're growing up here, and then they're coming right back into the community to teach our children. So
Danielle King is our guest, and she is the Assistant Director of Columbia College. Understand that you are from the Lake area?
I am. I am a graduate of School of the Osage, so I'm born and raised here. So as luck would have it, I graduated from Columbia College with my bachelor's and my master's degrees. And I tell people I love it so much that I came back to work here. So I really have a passion for helping students reach their goals, and especially to become educators in our community.
Sure, absolutely. One of the other big hurdles for some people is finding the money to go to college. Tuition obviously is probably a little bit higher than it used to be. I know a lot of places are trying to fight that, trying to do what they can to keep tuition manageable for students. And I guess one of the ways to do that is through financial aid.
Absolutely. Almost all, I would say, probably our students are using some type of federal financial aid. And all of our certification programs, whether you're in a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, or going through our post-baccalaureate program, those all qualify for federal financial aid. We also do a lot in the community, making partnerships with local employers and local schools to help our students get tuition discounts. And Ashley Brown, our director, works with a lot of community or organizations in our community to provide scholarship opportunities for students.
This is such a great opportunity for folks. And again, having the ability to kind of do it on your own terms. If you work, obviously, if it's continuing education and you already have a job because you have to pay bills, that's just how things go. That's how it works. Columbia College can tailor make the courses right to your particular specifications. Let's talk a little bit about the advisors that you have there, because I know they play a very important role in what goes on with the students and making sure that they're doing everything they need to do to work toward their goals.
Absolutely. So I advise students that want to become teachers, as well as our other two academic advisors. And absolutely, we are a critical component to making all of this work. We want to make sure, like I said, all of these transfer credits, we get you as much as you can, get you to your goal as quickly as possible, find you all the financial aid opportunities. We're kind of a one-stop shop, if you will, to help you get to your goal.
How does it come, or how does it work rather when it comes to job placement? Because I know that's very important. I mean, you're going to school, you get the degree, and you'd like to be able to get into your chosen field as soon as humanly possible. And how closely does Columbia College Lake Campus work with people when they graduate so that they can get into that chosen field?
We do work very closely with our graduates. So one thing that we definitely recommend when they're still in their degree program is to do internships. So we're always looking for opportunities in the community for students to do that and get college credit for it. But our career services plays a critical role in helping students. So there are resume building workshops and opportunities. We have a platform, like an online software platform that students can look for employers. Employers can look for students and graduates. So yeah, we want to make sure that once you get that degree that you get hired on. And as I mentioned, with the students that want to become teachers, they're doing hours in the schools. So they're building a connection right there, building their resume kind of at the same time. So a lot of times they familiarize themselves with the administration and the district, and they're hired before they're even have that certificate or diploma in their hand.
That's pretty darn nice right there, knowing you've got a gig as soon as you graduate, which is very important. You have to graduate in order to get the gig. They don't give it to you if you don't get the degree. That's just how they roll. Let's talk a little bit as well about some of the other classes that are available at Columbia College. You know, teaching is one of them. I believe nursing and some others.
Yes, so we do have a wide variety of degrees. Our most popular, of course, education and nursing. Business is probably a close one up there. Both of my degrees are in business. We also offer psychology, human services, criminal justice. So yeah, a lot of opportunities there to kind of decide what career you're looking forward to in the future.
And again, it's something very simple to do. When does the next session start, by the way?
Our next session is coming up on May 2nd.
So just right around the corner. And if people would like to find out more, they'd like to look into getting registered, getting everything all squared away. Do they have enough time right now to get involved in all of that? Seeing as we're about midway through April, will they have enough time to get registered and start the new session?
Absolutely.
Right.
So our admission process is very simple. So usually you can get through application to admission in as quickly as a day. Financial aid is usually the thing that takes the longest because, of course, you've got to apply for that aid, prove your income and things like that. But we will help you through all of those steps so you don't have to struggle through that alone. So yeah, plenty of time to get you in classes on May 2nd.
You can get there, and of course, being local right over there in Osage Beach, easy to find. Do you folks have any events or anything going on that you want to plug while we've got you here?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
We're working on getting some planned, so we'll definitely let you know as soon as we have them on the calendar.
Do we want to tell them about the football team, the basketball team, and the marching band that's coming?
Oh, sure.
I sprung that on Danielle, and she just kind of looked at me and said, why don't you shut up? Anyway, she didn't say that. Columbia College, a great opportunity for you to continue your education, to get started, to finish your education, get your master's, get out, because teachers, as we said earlier, are so very important to what we've got going on, and that is a number that we're seeing drop pretty much on a regular basis now. Do you have any idea, any numbers, any statistics of what you've heard about, not just here locally, but maybe statewide or even on the national level, of the decrease in the amount of teachers that we have available out there?
I don't know of any concrete statistics, but we are working directly with DESE, who's the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, along with just trying to figure out how can we get educators through the fastest. There are people out there we know that want to be teachers, and yeah, this shortage is tough. So we're here to help you get there just as soon as we can to help alleviate this shortage. I
would say that people are out there kind of beating down the door at Columbia College Lake Campus looking for teachers. Absolutely. So if folks want to find out more, how can they do all that good stuff?
Well, yeah, of course. You can find us online at lakeozark.ccis.edu.
Very good.
And our phone number, 573-348-6463. Of course, stop by. We're at 900 College Boulevard. We're there Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. So come in and see us. We want to talk to you directly and help you get going.
This is Danielle King. She's the Assistant Director at Columbia College. And folks, again, great opportunity, and you don't have to go far to make it happen. And that means you may not even have to leave your house if you're doing some of the online stuff, which is cool, because I don't know how many of you ever sat around in your robe and slippers, attending a college class, but it's easy to do when you do some of the online programs that they have available. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Great to see you. And we'll keep folks updated. And when another session rolls around, we'll get you right back in here. Folks, stick around. We've got more coming up. It is What's Burning on Lake TV.